Local summer camps look back on a strange yet successful season without a single camp-wide quarantine. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, more than 500,000 vehicles have traveled I-70 through Summit this September on weekends only, making it the second busiest month of the year after July. This weekend was the busiest of a busy month. More than 143,000 vehicles passed through both sides of the Eisenhower Tunnel Friday through Sunday, up 6% compared to last weekend for the busiest weekend since mid-August. Average daily traffic was 47,693 cars, just about equal to the year-round populations of Summit and Park counties on the road. Fall color hunters encountered nasty winds gusting up to 65 miles per hour this weekend, enough to blow over trees and litter local trails with deadfall. Weekend windstorms also stoked two major wildfires. The Williams Fork Fire, 15 miles north of Silverthorne, grew 500 acres since Friday, forcing a new round of pre-evacuation orders for Kaiser Creek, Crooked Creek, and St. Louis Creek. It is 14% contained. The Cameron Peak Fire on Cameron Pass erupted again, growing 19,000 acres, now scorching 124,000 acres and consuming several structures. It is officially the third largest in state history, but cold temps and a brief snowstorm last night brought relief to fire crews. A-Basin fired up the snow guns last night for the first time this fall, and COO Alan Henseroth hopes to welcome skiers by mid or late October.
We're not going to require reservations for our season pass holders. We're only going to sell so many of them. That number is going to be similar to what we sold last year.
Meanwhile, construction continues at the new Pally Chair. Crews are waiting for winds to settle before calling the helicopter to install cable and machinery. The town of Breck's Walkable Main Street experiment ended yesterday, and Main should be open to vehicles again by this evening. So, was it worth it? Town manager Rick Holman.
We salvaged a great summer.
Main Street Breck was closed to cars for 9 weeks, and for a while there in June, things were tense.
We got some response from a few people early on that this was a big mistake and that we were really going to hurt their business.
Retail stores were staunch opponents, but they warmed up, especially when tax receipts came in, showing retail grew more than 5% compared to last June and July. So, could Walkable Main be the wave of the future?
I think there are people that would like to see it every year. But we've been very successful as a community with the way we've done business forever. And so under normal circumstances, I'm not sure how much we should change a model that worked well for us.
In Frisco, the Main Street Pedestrian Promenade is open another 6 days through Sunday, October 4th. It has been 4 weeks since local students returned to class in the year of COVID. But if you attended summer camp, you already knew what to expect.
Our room, which is usually full of 60 children or 80 children at any one point during the day, now only has 12 kids, and they're all sitting at their own table, and everything's labeled a little bit better, and there's tape all over the place. It almost looks like a crime scene.
That was Taryn Abel, Youth Programs Coordinator for Town of Breck. Summer camps at Breck, Frisco, and Keystone Science School survived the entire summer without a COVID shutdown. And Dave Miller at Keystone says it came down to procedure.
It really had a different feel because kids would be in these small cohorts of about 10 students, and they would remain and do all activities within those small groups. And so we still did all the traditional camp activities with archery and tie-dye and things like that, but it just looked and felt a lot different.
Change was not always easy, especially for parents.
Kids are definitely more resilient. I'd say the parents are a little bit harder to train.
Miller at Keystone agrees.
Kids probably do a better job of adapting than adults do. And they, once they understood the rules and why, they followed the rules, and we were able to just keep everything as safe as possible and just really manage all the risks involved.
Both Breck and Keystone Science are hosting daily programs this fall, including full-day camp on Wednesday, when students district-wide are learning from home.
The rules don't really change once the winter happens. It's just trying to still stay socially distanced and disinfect and wash your hands as much as possible, and drink your orange juice and get enough sleep.
These fall day camp programs are open to kids age 5 to 12. Call your local camp for details. In sports, tomorrow is opening day of the MLB postseason. The Rockies did not make the cut. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Summit High Cross Country raced in Salida Saturday, where Dom Ramicus led the boys team, finishing 4th overall. Sam Burke and Zach McBride finished top 10 to end the day at 2nd place as a team. Alice Westcott was fastest for the Lady Tigers in 8th, leading the girls team to a 4th place finish. The cross country season wraps up this coming Saturday in Steamboat Springs. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.